Greetings! Oh, you go.
Hello.
There you go. Well done. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's stream. Eli Hill on the YouTube says hi. Say hi to Eli.
Hi.
Welcome to the stream, everybody. I hope you're well. I hope you can hear me. Oh, I'm very loud. Let me turn that down a smudge. Who's that?
Is that in the danger zone?
Gulov.
Cloth. Is that cloth?
Sure. And somnolescence. Thanks, dude.
Somnolence.
Somnolescence. Well, whoever.
Just say it.
If you're watching, yeah. Everyone's saying hi. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It is me, Matt, off of TerraTech, and with me is...
And it's me, Dave, off of TerraTech 2.
Not
TerraTech 2. TerraTech as well.
TerraTech TOO.
Just say that.
Zero on YouTube says this is the first TerraTech stream they've been able to catch. Oh, well, welcome along.
Oh,
thanks for taking the time. Welcome to the stream. Dave, just scooch over to your right a little bit. Thanks very much. So on today's stream, we're going to be doing this. The Great Ball Contraption, version 2.0. But it's the finale. Ooh. So we're going to be finishing off the Great Ball Contraption today. And this is so to recap, this has been a community challenge that we've set now for a good few weeks. I think it's been running for at least 5, maybe more. It was more to sort of celebrate co-op crafting, and we've actually done much with the co-op side of it, just because it was easier to do it on my own. And we've taken what was a very good concept from an older TerraTech community member by the name of Zero Gravitas, who had a really, really cool kind of Rube Goldberg type machine that moved a healing bubble ball around various different systems, and we've basically done the next version of that using circuits and systems and all this cool stuff. So, and this is the culmination of all those efforts. So players from the TerraTech community have submitted their designs, and I've pieced them all together on various streams. I've also done a lot off stream as well. So I'll show you exactly what I've done in a moment. But yeah, that's what we're going to be showing off today. So strap in. Anything to add to that, Dave?
No, let's go. Let's do it.
Maybe got some news as well. Well, I've not got huge news. You talk about the console update. Where are we up to with that?
Oh, can do. Yeah, it's a bit of a non-update update. It's with QA, as we've probably said recently before. So QA are looking through to make sure all the localization's right, so that it's all nicely translated into all the languages it's understood. Once that's done, I can start looking to put it into CERT, and soon after that, it will be available on consoles. But the dates are still a little bit up in the air because I don't know how long that will take, and we don't know how long the localization stuff will do. So. Yeah,
that's fine. We will never commit to a date until we know it's the date. We're well off. We're still quite a way off being able to commit to dates at the minute. But just so you know, it's coming to the very final stages of the process. To get the update out, so yeah, watch this space. Apart from that, there's not really much news to report on. Really, we've got the next update working on. I mentioned this in the last vlog that we put out, that it's going to be a community-based update, where we've taken loads of community quality of life suggestions and bug fixes and all that good stuff,
and a sprinkling of some of the things that we want in there as well.
Absolutely. So it's community plus.
Yeah. Well, we're part of the community too.
Exactly. So yeah, that's the main bits of news from our side. Bit dry today. I'll try and jazz it up for next time. Until then,
jazzy enough? I did sprinkle and everything.
You did sprinkle, to be fair. Maybe we finish off with some jazz hands. That's jazzy enough. Brilliant.
Jazzed.
There's a thumbnail. So let's just get into it then. Let's load into the game. Now, I'm just going to load into it, and I'm going to talk you through that. Well, this is the Great Ball Contraption version 2, and this honestly is the most fun I've had in TerraTech, maybe ever. This thing has been genuinely so much fun to be working on.
This is crazy looking.
This is crazy looking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each individual component. I'm going to give props and shout outs to whoever made each individual component. For that, I'll need my Discord up. And then I'm basically just going to press the go button, and we're going to just see exactly how the Great Ball Contraption is going to work. I'm so excited. I've been working on this for so long. Wow. Working on it. It's been actually really good fun. Cool. So first up is this thing in the middle. So this is basically a marble run type thing. Let me find it on Discord so I can give props to who made it. I should have been more prepared than this. Here we go. So this is by, where are they? Nope, wrong chat. This middle piece is by, where are they? Oh no. Maybe this wasn't on Discord. It should have been.
Oh.
It's none of those. Ah, okay. This was, no, I remember where this was. This was submitted by GKJ on the forums. They decided to send it over on the forums for some reason. I don't even remember where they posted it. But this was submitted by GKJ, so this is one of theirs. Now, I can't remember if GKJ is the actual person that made this, or if they're sort of being a spokesperson for the Chinese community, but it was either GKJ or a member of the Chinese TerraTech player base made this, and GKJ just sort of passed it on. But as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me go into photo mode and I can sort of break down exactly what's going to happen. So you've got 6 repair bubbles at the top. They are attached to the top via oh no, what are you doing?
Oh, it's wobbling.
Why are you wobbling? Stop wobbling. Okay, I pressed the button. Let me reload. Let's reload.
I'm untethered. Oh no.
Something became unanchored. That was weird. Please don't do that again. So as you can see, there are 6.
Count them, 6.
6 at the top. They are attached via an explosive bolt at the top. Or more of this will be clear in a minute. There's some obstacles to come. This is basically just a marble run type thing. There's some obstacles for the marbles to overcome on their way down. Some weapon shooting at them.
Nice use of radars there.
Where are the radars?
To dodge between us.
Oh yeah.
Down the marble run. Yeah.
So really. I mean, I'm so excited to show this. This is so cool. This bit is the most problematic bit. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. Because it's a bit hit and miss. Literally a bit hit and miss. If it works. Let me go back into photo mode. So yeah, this. All will be clear in a minute, but this is basically to act as a marble run. So GKJ was the one who submitted this, and they sort of trickle down through this final bit here to the bottom, where they land onto this sort of, this conveyor belt looking thing. Now this was submitted. I do have this person's name. I know this was Ski Dragon on our Discord server. And again, more will become very clear when we actually press go on this. But effectively, the ball's going to move across this. Kind of ripple wave effect it's going to create, and it will end at the it will land at the end here, roll down, get pushed, onto these ramps, and then this is my one that I made. I won't going to dwell too much on this. This is pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, this will then land once it's got to the top of this. Land in this big bucket. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail as to how this is going to work now because I'll be giving away a secret. But rest assured, the ball will move across here, through this cool little spiral thing, down this chute. So who made this one, Dave, I hear you ask?
Who did make that one?
This was made by Tetros on our Discord server. So yeah, shout out to Tetros.
And we're assuming it moves through magic.
Yeah, just at the minute, just assume magic. I mean, there's a sneaky peek. There's a sneaky peek underneath, but more will become clear in a minute. That then drops through into this little hopper at the bottom here, and then this next one was submitted by Jonah. Jonah 100236 on Discord, and this will use a similar principle to the one that I made, which uses sort of these actuating gates to push the block around. I've had to make some adjustments to this, to a few of these, just to make sure that they actually work. The main one on this one is I had a roof on here because you'll see why, but
containment issues.
Yeah, literally things were getting slapped off that shouldn't have been. Anyway, moving on. Thanks. So once they've made their way through here, they end up down these ramps, and really nicely sort of.
That is such a cool use of the armor
Yeah,
plates.
isn't it? I took so much inspiration from this. And then they get dumped into this little hopper thing here, and then whatever this thing is.
Crazy mechanical arm.
I can only assume this is witchcraft. Can you figure out how this is being worked? Maybe we'll go into it in a bit more detail. But this thing is just... It looks so flimsy just from looking at it. It just looks like a strong breeze would blow this thing over. But it's one of the most reliable bits on this whole thing.
Really? Wow.
Let me find out who
looks
made
amazing.
this. Yeah. I'm so excited to show
Who
everybody.
made that?
Who made this one? This was made by Arch the Toaster. So shout out to Arch the Toaster. Arch, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, give us a shout out how this thing works. I'm sure we can look at the actual minutiae of it, but it looks like there's plenty of anti-gravities involved. There's some hovers involved.
Yeah, there's
Plenty
some
of
gravity
gyros.
stuff.
Oh, I see. So there's using pitch trim gyros to set this at an angle, using hovers,
Oh, and then it just turns the hovers off and lets it go back to
and then
what
it
was.
switches itself off. I think that's pretty much.
That's
I think
cool.
that's pretty much how it works.
Yeah.
And it uses fans for that.
There's some kind of
lateral.
timing thing going on as well.
There is, yeah. Again, more will become obvious in a minute. This then catches the blocks, so the blocks will then. This is just a catching thing that then feeds them into the next piece. So then
This crazy excavator.
this excavator looks, just looks amazing. This was made by Solomon's with conviction.
Solomon's.
Yeah, Solomon's. So Solomon, so you give yourself a shout out on the YouTubes. This has been a lot of fun. Again, I won't give the game away too much, but I think you can pretty much get the gist of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then there's a really cool mechanism going through here. Pushes the blocks to here. And this last one was by Legionite, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, Legionite did this is the magnet crane. And again, I won't give the game away too much, but just bear in mind this thing is phenomenal.
You may have given some of it away in the title, calling it a magnet.
Yeah, but
hey,
the name doesn't do it any justice. And then it all trickle through here to the final, and it will get reintroduced back into the
there's buckets and
great
scoops
ball.
going as well.
Those buckets and scoops have been the bane of my life.
Oh no.
Lovely. Right. Well, shall we just press the go button and just see what happens?
Let's do this, yeah. Let's go.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It's going to be a drum roll.
Yeah.
I may have just killed the microphone with that.
Go! Oh no.
Oh, don't break it. Do I have to do the drum roll?
Yeah, you
again?
do. Go! Right, so
Yay.
this explosion. So basically, we've just sent a signal through to the whole thing. So now things are exploding, but they're off.
Oh.
The balls are off. The Great Ball Contraption is underway for the first time. So as you can see, the 6 healing bubbles are making their way through the assault course / marble run.
I'm assuming all these explosions are meant to happen.
Yeah, this is all part of the design because obviously, if they get stuck, they need a little push
Yeah.
in the right direction. I think I've run this a minimum of 20 times,
Yeah.
and so far, okay, right, so that's a problem. Yeah, I've not had all 6. I've had all 6 come through this section once. We've already lost 2, so we're down to 4 balls at the minute. So they made their way through, and then they basically end up in this loading chamber where they get shot out using velocity. But what can happen if they come out quick enough? They will literally go through this screen and end up on the other side. Thankfully, we've not had that problem this time. But they've come through the ramps, and now we're on to the this wave riding machine thing.
Cool wave thing, yeah.
Really cool. So this again is a minor problem. They end up getting stuck.
They made it.
But with a bit of luck, they end up getting put back on the right track. And then they get to the end, and then get pushed through here onto this ramp. And then I know this thing works because I made it.
Yeah.
And then we're in, and we're going up.
So how long did your section take to make?
A couple of hours. Really not that long. Once I'd got the gist of it, it was just a case of putting more and more pieces together. I think the hardest part was getting them in sync. But yeah, as you can see, it's all working quite smoothly. So we're at the top now, and then these are going to get pushed into the bucket, and then the bucket's going to grab them, and then okay, so that was the end of the cycle that we just missed. But it all starts again. So give it 10 seconds. Magnets are going to pick them up, move them along from one magnet to another using circuits and systems. It's going to shift them through into this little hopper thing. It's going to push
brilliant.
them, drop them into the next bit. They're going to land down here.
Oh, you didn't mean to do that.
I did not mean to do that.
Oh no.
Pretend that that didn't happen.
Do, 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 do.
Let's try again. It's all good anyway. It's all good. This is fun. I'm having fun.
This time they might all make it past that first.
Yeah, maybe. Right, let's jump back to it. So, as you can see, already got one casualty on it. They're all good. They're all good. I mean, I could probably, if I was had a bit more time, I could make the walls a bit higher so they didn't jump off as much, or at all. But then it'd be a bit boring.
Yeah. You need that level of unpredictability.
And jeopardy. I need
Things
jeopardy.
exploding,
Yeah. Slight interaction with this. We'll come on to this thing in a second.
Oh yeah.
But it's not so bad that it's not the end of the world. Okay, cool. So we've already got one has been shot out. Two have been shot out already. There we go.
Yeah.
Is there any more to come? Yeah, there's one more.
Oh,
Come on, you can do it.
Who made it?
There's just one last one. I've got a feeling it might. Hey! So
There
all
you go.
6 have made it through. This is good.
And we're into the wave machine.
We've got one stuck on it now.
Oh, it's alright. Give it a jiggle.
Okay, fine.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, they're all on the wave machine. Yeah, let's call it the wave machine. So I've got the marble run and the wave machine.
Into Matt's wacky stairs.
Or escalators, let's just call it that. Is it an escalator? I guess it is. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
It's a thing that moves things up and diagonally.
Pneumatic load. No. Cool.
So we need to back to where I broke everything. So
Ready
we're
for
gonna
you to
land.
explode it all again.
Right, my hands are off. Well, I have to, okay, fine. So we're in the bucket. We're in the bucket, and it's going to get picked up by the magnets.
Yeah.
It's going to get moved along.
And round it goes.
Down the hopper, down the chute, into the hopper.
And this is where it all went terribly wrong last
Yeah.
time.
So I'm not going to send blocks to inventory.
Yep.
I'm just going to leave it as it is. As you can see in the little window,
Nice.
it makes its way up and then gets spat out again.
Down
As
that
you can
lovely
see.
curve.
Yeah, this lovely little, quite ingenious use of the Hawkeye blocks. Down to this crazy contraption that's going to suck this block up. It's going to wait here for a minute so all the others can catch up. It's going to be attached by this
That's mad.
block magnet. He's going to swing it round pretty consistently, drop
Yeah.
them off. It's going to turn off those magnets. They're going to plop it in, trickle down into this little thing here, pop out into here.
Nice.
Then we're going to get some, what are these called?
Scrappers.
Scrappers, thank you. They're going to get churned up into their component parts. This big thing is going to pick them up,
Mhm.
spin them round, and then put them into this
Brilliant.
crafting system. These are already set up to auto craft healing bubbles,
Mhm.
so it's going to basically reconfigure them, reform them back in from their component parts back into healing bubbles.
Stripping them of their marble identities. for the-
Exactly, and then this could be a problem.
Oh,
Okay, fine. No, it's triggered it. Why aren't you moving?
oh, it's
Come on.
Core.
Oh no. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Phew. It's got one. It's got one. Keep on going. Well done. So just watch this in all its marvelousness.
Wow, I was not expecting
No.
that.
It's so extravagant. It's so over the top. And then you missed it, but it's basically trickled down into this little hopper. And then using the same magnet trick as before, you kind of missed all that, but it's basically
Oh.
shifted it through, and then it's back to the beginning.
That's brilliant.
Oh, sort of. I've skipped that
Yeah.
all this first bit because that's far too violent.
So the
Um,
buckets are just decoration, they're not... It doesn't go up in the buckets.
Which bucket? Sorry.
These
It can do.
digger buckets.
It has
Okay.
done. If you put enough in,
Mhm.
the blocks will go into the bucket.
Can we
So
put more in? Put
we
more
can
in?
put more in. Let's put more in. The only consistent way I can do it is if I get out, come over here. Where is it? Nope, not that one. drop like 4 or 5 into here.
Oh, not 4 or 5. Hundreds.
I try. No, hundreds will break it. It breaks this bit because the components can't keep up, and the next manufacturing system gets clogged up.
I must say that grinding wheel. That's the smoothest. I assume that's a multi-tech.
Yeah, definitely. Again, I've no idea how it works.
That's the smoothest I've ever seen. The tolerance on it is. I think it's on an axle.
I've somehow manufactured it. Yeah, figured out how to do an axle and spin it around. Anyway.
Brilliant. Well done, everyone.
Yeah, well done, everybody. Oh, this. Okay, so this could be a problem.
Oh, you've broken it again.
This thing isn't turning on for some reason. This is so frustrating because I ran this about 10 times this morning just to make sure it all worked. I never had this problem once. See if I can figure it out. Nope.
So that's all working. It's not triggered by balls. Oh, there you go. It's awake.
I'll just give it a nudge. Okay, cool. So there you go. So it picks up the blocks. And then, hang on. It's going to shoot it up. That way, it's going to let go.
That's such a cool.
Yeah. Keep an eye on. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Wow.
It's a bit janky, but they end up at the top. They end up at the top.
Oh, that's brilliant.
It's really cool.
And so if they don't make the buckets, they go up via.
Yeah, so they'll land into this hopper, back into the little tried and tested way. And then we're back to the wave machine. So there isn't what this great ball contraption doesn't do. It doesn't have 100% efficiency rate in that there is you do lose some blocks, as you've seen. So for example, this block here is a good example. This one's just stuck. Oh no, it's going, fine. Whereas this one actually is stuck. One of them fell off. There's one on the floor. There's one on the floor there that just sort of fell through this little gap. Like I mentioned earlier, some blocks can just get chucked through here. Whee, plop. Yeah.
It is. It's not bad though. There's only a couple that have slipped out.
I'm surprised, considering that. Yeah, this is. So bear in mind, this was basically a puzzle of loads of different. I guess 5 or 6 different techs here. Actually, I've not counted them all. Kind of are all working together to. So I'm sure I could refine it more to sort of prevent any more future failures, but. Oh, what's going on here? This guy's.
So is this going to continue to grow? This is going to become your obsession?
Yeah.
Where you keep on adding to this?
No, I'm happy that this is the end.
Okay.
And we can put a pin in it. I'll give it a nudge.
Okay.
Oh, what? I haven't
even touched it. Oh.
That's really frustrating.
Drop some more in there. Hundreds more.
Should we just see what happens?
Thousands more.
If I just drop loads in.
I mean, I don't want to crash the PC, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Come on, man. That might be too many. Or not enough.
More!
What's going to happen? Who knows? Playing a dangerous game now. Oh, picked up a reasonable amount.
Yeah.
Are they too low to pick up the rest, though?
They shouldn't be. Just gonna
They
dump
dropped
more.
an awful lot. 2.
Right,
and pick them up again. And then drop them. Oh, no.
So this is out of sync somehow. I'm not quite sure how that's happened.
It's gone rogue.
Yeah.
They've all spilt out now. It's all gone horribly wrong.
Eject. There you go. Right, that's worked. Don't know why that worked more better than the last time. Oh,
it's taking them away again.
For goodness.
It doesn't want to play. It's sulking. Maybe this was too many.
Yeah.
We strayed too close to the sun.
Okay, fine. Just no, go away. Don't come back.
They did it that time.
Yeah. Okay, so these are going to go through. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So there maybe is a limit on how many can be picked up by the crane.
Yeah. it'll all balance out anyway as they come round, and some will
Yeah.
fall off, and oh,
Anyway,
1 in 3 times isn't too bad.
welcome to the Great Wall Contraption, everybody. This has been it. This has
Yeah.
been so much fun.
That's definitely been it.
There you go. What more to say?
I'm still gobsmacked by the crane snake arm monster.
Yeah, so let's look at each individual component part then and try and figure out how they're working. So we mentioned earlier, this has obviously got pitch trim gyros and hovers that are keeping this section of it at an angle. This one I think is trying to stay flat.
I don't think it's using hoverbug though, is it?
Not hoverbug, it's anti-grav.
Yeah, it's using hovers and anti-grav. And obviously it's a multi-tech for the joints.
Yes, it is. Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
But even then, trying to keep these two.
Yeah, I've been trying to do some stuff with multi-techs today to make legs, and it's difficult because you have to plan it all before it falls apart, and it has to fall apart in the right way.
Yeah.
But that's really clever.
Really clever. Yeah, just pretty cool. This one I sort of mentioned earlier, but this uses magnets in a very clever way, using the deep delay blocks. I must have modified this one slightly myself, just because the timings weren't quite right.
Okay.
But it seems to have improved, and that's why there's about 10-second delay from when it turns off, when each magnet turns off to when it turns on again. But yeah, you can kind of, as I say, you can follow it along. You can basically follow where the blocks will go through this mechanism. So follow the signal. It's going to go. That magnet's now on, and now it's off, and then this magnet's on. So yeah, as you can see, you can see them going through.
Mm.
It's going to go around the little spiral and out the bottom. This one is just. I love the simplicity of this one.
Yeah.
But it does look very complicated. But in actuality, it's just turning on and off actuators in a rhythm.
And there's a sweet spot where they, as you can see, they kind of get stuck on the ledge, and then they forget that they've got physics, and they stay there forever until they get hit by another one.
Just need like a. If we were to, if we were to put a propeller just up here somewhere,
Just blow them along.
just to blow them along gently, just to give them a nudge.
A jet engine.
That wouldn't work, would it?
No. It could. I don't know.
Oh, there's more coming. Look, where are you guys? What are you guys doing?
You put loads in there,
Yeah, I
finally
did.
making their way up the top. Okay.
So we need them
You
just-
might push all these along.
So they either need to go forward or backward. If they go backwards, they'll come back to this ramp and then be pushed back in. It's when they just stay still.
Yeah. Oh, it's moving some of them. I think that's just the new ones moving through though.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, they're falling out this way. How has that even happened?
I think I just got sick and tired of it. Just fell off the side. Cool.
Well, there you go. So it's time for some honourable mentions. So I'm going to just... you've seen the Great Ball Contraption. What I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this game save to the Steam Workshop to the Steam Workshop, beg your pardon, so everybody can try this out for themselves, or add to it, or give it a go yourself. Try and add something to it yourself, and share it with the TerraTech community, because it's really fun. So I'm going to restart the labs. I'm going to give an honourable mention to a few people that built stuff that I just couldn't quite squeeze into the Great Ball Contraption.
There was just too much contraption for you.
Because I just couldn't cope. So we have... Where is it? This one. The bubble gun. It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. I think it requires the controller block thing, the controller tech that I made, which is this one.
So this is just the circuit that turns on any of them.
Yeah, so people, yeah, exactly. Not any of them. Yeah, players could have used the signal that it sends out to turn on their own contraptions, but this uses signal 1, which is what mine uses. And yeah, let's just hit X. Oh, okay, it's not a multi-tech. I thought it was.
Oh.
It's fine. What I can now do now is go into here and go into power blocks. bam that all in. And then what this is going to do, if we go into photo mode, is pick up those blocks, send them down to the loading chamber, and then these sonic
It's
lances.
not the Sonic Lance, that's the big one, isn't
It's
it?
the smaller ones, yeah. The mini Sonic Lance,
Sonic
yeah.
Lance?
Is then going to, very much like a railgun,
We're in the barrel of the gun.
it's going to shoot them out.
Yeah, that went so fast I didn't see it move.
Yeah, so this is the problem with this particular tech, is it's just a bit too inaccurate. It's a bit too inconsistent with how it works. And I couldn't quite get it to shoot something and it reliably stop where I needed it to stop. But I appreciate the effort that went into making it. I think it's a really cool design. Just
For a planetary cannon.
Yeah.
Wow, that is cool.
Mad props to whoever made that.
You did make it.
Good, thanks, Dave. Thanks for asking. This was made by a Japanese player.
Is that the name? That's the name of the tech.
That's the name of the tech, yeah. I just accept
Are you gonna...
Capricious.
Okay.
Which is I've just done a Google Translate on their name because they've spelled the name in Japanese on our Discord server. But yeah, that's what it says, Capricious. And they made an awesome railgun. So thanks for that. There's also, I showed this off in the kickoff in the first sort of Great Ball Contraption stream. But there was GKJ who submitted the sort of marble run type one. Also submitted, I think it's this one. This thing's just absolute genius. It kind of puts the
It's
Great
like
Ball
an
Contraption.
exploded mechanical spider. It's its own ball contraption.
Yeah, so it's its own self-contained thing.
Wow.
So let's just see what happens. So it's all one tech, because this isn't a multi-tech. Well, it will turn into multi-tech, but the snapshot is just one. It's a snapshot. It's not a game save or anything. So if I just hit X, nothing will happen. Why won't anything
Fantastic.
happen? Yep. No, I know why. It's because it's not X. There is a button that I need to press somewhere.
Is it there?
It's this one.
Is that it?
Bosh. So, I showed this off with Beltane when we kicked off the Great Ball Contraption. Here you go.
Oh.
So it's going to spit out
Like a Pez dispenser.
a Pez dispenser, and using the same explosive mechanics as the Great Ball Contraption, but with a lot more consistency and a lot more accuracy.
So precise.
It's going to land in this little scoop perfectly every time. This scoop's then going to shoot these over to here, where they're going to land.
Roll up the wall without any consideration for gravity.
And going to move along here. Now,
There's a centrifuge?
not quite. This is, I remember what happened now. This is why this didn't quite work.
Oh, they're supposed to drop into the basket.
Yeah, like that.
Those did.
But something happened. I think we made a change to something.
So there's supposed to be another gate. The other gate's supposed to drop them, and then
they're
the
meant to
bottom of the
fall
basket
through.
opens up.
And then they go back to the start.
Oh.
But we changed something. So this is why we couldn't do
See.
too much with this.
That's why we can't have nice things, man.
Yeah.
I see. So did we change? You changed something to the snapshot, or did we change something? In the
No,
game?
I'm sure when we showed it, Beltane mentioned that it made a change to how the beam sensors, because the beam sensors aren't triggering when they're meant to trigger. It made a change to how, I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, so unfortunately this doesn't work because of our mistake. Not because this isn't awesome, because it is.
Yeah.
It's a shame we can't see it work in all its glory. Although,
But that first bit was so precise,
Yeah.
with it falling perfectly into that basket. That was brilliant.
that's the kind of aspirations that I was aiming for
Yeah.
the Great Ball Contraption. But sadly,
They are big shoes.
yeah. This little mechanism here again is just a great little way of
Yeah.
feeding them in one by one. So good.
That is brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to GKJ. Just amazing stuff. Let's restart so we can clear all this up. There was a couple more that I wanted to show as well. So there was the railgun. Arch, the toaster, who submitted the weird angled crane thing, also submitted another thing, but I've not tested it yet, so I don't quite want to show it off. Okay. Legionite also submitted loads of stuff. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, basically, for the honourable mentions, because, yeah, there's a lot of them. Should we give the Great Wall Contraption one last go?
Yeah, let's do it.
I've got a good feeling about this one. I think this is going to be...
Let's be it.
Let me just double check. Okay, right. So you're...
I started too soon. Sorry.
That's all right. You are where you should be. I hope.
That looks right.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Oh, it looks like it's stuck. Does it get a signal from the starting?
No.
Oh, that's maybe.
Yeah, it's only from me manually pressing buttons. Okay, fine. Let's just press go and see what happens. Again. Ooh! It's off.
And they're off.
Into photo mode again.
I feel as though there should be some fast-paced commentary, but I'm just not up to it. I just can't
keep up.
Well, I'd need to give them names. They'd need to have horses. So like Little Pete and
Big Pete
and Jeff the Ball. Andy's off the course.
That is out. You are out of there.
He's broken his leg. We're going to have to put him down.
Oh. Thanks very much. Don't quite want to do that though. Okay, good. So we have one survivor so far.
I think we might only have 3 in this whole run now. There's some casualties.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Oh no.
Definitely only 3. And how many is the wave machine going to take?
Okay, we're on.
That's rolling. That's good. That is a very impressive thing to watch.
Yeah.
As they kind of step down and move along. That's very good. And then 2 of them together.
That could be problematic because they can interfere with each other and take each other's momentum away. Because entropy, that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's what we've got with just 3 of them left. We're tending towards chaos.
I have found, though, that if once you get to this point, they will make it through.
You're not just saying that because it's your one, are you?
No, I mean, well,
it's in good, solid hands now. It's in Matt's stepper.
But also the rest of them are pretty foolproof. Is that main...
Yeah. There's a lot of explosions at the beginning.
Yeah. So we've made it in. It's going to get dragged along nicely. Oh, that was good.
Perfect timing, yeah.
Perfect timing. And it's going to get dropped through. So one problem that we had in the stream last week was the magnets from this were sucking them from this way.
Oh.
And it was just sort of caught in an infinite loop. So that's why we've put this sealing on. So if they do get interfered with, they don't get completely taken out of the loop.
Bounce off the ceiling and come back down again.
Beautiful. Into this hopper.
It's the crazy snake arm thing. Did this have a name?
Let's find out. This is the... Oh, it's just called There Is a Limit.
Okay. Is that not just a warning?
Yeah.
Just in general? I do wish we could somehow set with circuits and systems to add the skin colour back onto the boards. That's a very specific use case for this.
So one thing to note of this as well, when the scrapper chucks them out the back, if depending on where these collectors are, if they're at the back here, it will automatically be picked up there and then be picked up by these resource receivers, so it won't actually go around.
And skips over it.
Yeah, which is a shame. But
there you go, 3 balls made. All the parts made it through. That's good.
Oh yeah, we're into 3. Yeah, so that's what I mean. So up until sort of this point, it's pretty safe. It's just.
And then we might have a problem with this.
Oh, no, we're good.
Just enough.
We're good.
And you got all 3 at once. This is the danger zone where if they fall off, it's done. And they all made it in.
They're all in. One even got through up.
Oh.
And it kind of landed back in
the magnet.
and then they're back in.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at that. The system works.
Sort of. Oh, you're just stuck there. This guy's just hanging out. It just.
Is
got
that even
stuck.
a place?
Yeah, apparently.
And nothing got caught on the wave machine.
I think that helps when there's
Do you
not a
think the
huge
skin
number.
is shiny? The skin allowed them to just slide across.
Oh, spherical. That would have been an idea. Maybe if we'd have done a mod, if we'd have made our own modded sphere, our own modded ball.
I mean, the colliders on these are spheres, right?
Are they?
These are, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I don't think the attach points actually interfere with the rolling of them.
Yeah.
Which was changed because they were a little bit lumpy, I think, in the past. And then when we started doing things like this with it, we decided to make them a bit rounded.
Ah, so that's again. This never happened in my testing. This little guy getting stuck here. Anyway.
Need more ramps.
Yeah.
That is very impressive.
Yeah. There you go. Great ball
I'm
contraption.
astounded. I'm aghast.
I'm a guest.
You are a guest. Well done.
Awesome. There you go. Great ball contraption. Done. Thank you to everybody that submitted something.
Yeah, well done.
I had so much fun. What more can we do with things like this? But there's a
What more
wealth
can
of,
they do?
Well, no, what more fun things can I do with ideas like this?
As I say, I've been playing around in the last hour or so
Oh, yeah.
with trying to make legs out of multi-techs. So that's always fun. Make walking legs.
Yeah.
See how high you can throw things with a trebuchet.
Catapult.
Trebuchet.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's loads more. There's loads of cool stuff we can do with more community challenges. But this is one of the most fun things I've done with TerraTech for a long time. Just because it's sort of like it's a crazy marble run, isn't it? Remember those marble runs that you made as a kid?
Yeah.
That's basically what it's been like.
I mean, you enjoyed the speed runs, the drag races.
Oh yeah, that was
last
good.
game. That had its problems though,
Yep.
with things going through walls and sensors. So. But this was good. This was very good.
Lot good.
Two thanks.
Cool. So we have been neglecting.
We've been having too much fun.
Yeah. Let me scroll back through Twitch chat and YouTube chat. People talking about world limit or world capacity in consoles.
It is horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's something we've had problems with for a long time, but there has to be a limit on consoles, otherwise they just stop working, and then we can't put the game out and get all console problems.
So we missed this question. We should have answered this at the time. But Dorksick on YouTube plays, hey, sorry to intrude, but might I ask where to submit official place? Well, excuse me. Sorry to intrude, but where might I ask? No, I'll try again.
Might I ask where?
Thank you.
The
The official place to submit bug reports would be, I've loved the update, but was hoping to give some feedback on some bugs to help. The best place will actually be our Discord server. We have a whole bug reporting section there where, you can report bugs, and our QA team will monitor it on a daily basis and then investigate any and all bug reports that get posted there. And then if we find that it's a viable bug, it will then be handed over to our tech team, which is Django and Beltane, who will either fix it or pretend that it didn't happen and tell us that they fixed it.
Yeah.
And then it will get fixed in the next update. So head over to our Discord server. Links should be below if you don't see them. They are just down there. So go head over to our Discord server. Also, for the record, community creations are truly mad awesome. Yeah,
They are. They're
crazy good. Eli Hill says, I'm on console and I have a word limit and I hate it. Fair enough. We hear you. OMG, this is so cool. Yeah. William Price says, OMG, this is as cool as the real thing. I think this was cooler. The Great Ball Contraption was a lot of fun. A lot of love for the Great Ball Contraption. Nitrogen Within, good name, says, I'm absolutely thrilled to hear about the new game. I somehow didn't hear about it until you all at Payload, until recently. Sorry. Thank you. Best of luck to you all, Payload Studios. I hope it goes well with development and launch. Oh, thanks, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. Taco says, hey, Matt, can I ask for some help? Can I ask for some help with something on the Discord? Of course you can.
All you have to do is ask.
They're running a little poll for what colour scheme to use in the next set of builds. Can you help me decide? I don't know how I can help you decide.
I think you should go for yellow. Yellow.
Dave has spoken. King Dave has spoken.
I
Yellow.
don't know if that's an option. We should probably see what the options are. Yellow might not be. I don't know why.
It's
I
a
said
pretty
yellow.
prominent
It was just,
colour.
it was just the first colour that came to my mind.
What does that mean? What is symbology of yellow? Let's Google that.
Oh no! Oh no!
Symbology of
It's really fine that I'm just wellow.
yellow.
Yellow.
Symbolism of yellow.
Optimism, energy, joy, happiness, and friendship. There you go. I just want to be
I
friends.
feel all of those things from you right now.
Oh, thanks. Huh? Might also stand for intellect. Might, but it's probably not in this case.
Good stuff. So Taco's going to
so-
ping me up. Good stuff. Thanks, Taco. And what time have we got? 1:45. So we're about 15 minutes early.
Mhm.
I think that's going to do it for today, everybody. I saw a great ball contraptioned. The end.
Vici Veni Great Ball Contraption-y?
Great balls of fire. I'll probably make a separate video about this on the YouTubes, just going through each individual component and sort of showing how each one works to the best of my ability. Because I think this is a bit too good to just put on the shelf. But yeah, again, thanks again to everybody that submitted.
Yeah.
This was a lot of fun. We'll do more cool stuff like this again in the future. Next week, let me check. So I was going to look at what we're going to be streaming next week, and I completely
You were
forgot.
going to look, yeah, because I asked. And then we
Let's
forgot.
see. It might be a review of what's going into the community update.
Oh, yeah.
But let me look.
At some point, you're going to talk through the quality of life things, weren't you?
Yes, so next week, it might be an idea for you to join in if you're around. But,
I am on holiday. this
Oh,
week.
where are you going? Don't say, because people might come and join you and gate crash your holiday. But
I would never say. It's a secret. Not even you will know.
oh, not even you know. So next week we're going to basically be going through our Discord suggestions and basically just to give a bit of transparency and insight into exactly how decisions get made and how we use the ideas that are put forward by the TerraTech community. So next week, we'll be going through that. It might be a bit boring. If it is, we won't do it again. But it's more for sort of shining a light on exactly how we do stuff. So
Add some scandal by going through the things that we're not going to take forwards.
Absolutely. Well, that's
There's not many of them that we were like, no, we can't do that.
yeah.
Some of them aren't. Some of them, I think, some of them didn't quite make the cut because they weren't really suggestions.
Yeah.
They were not complaints, but they were just like, get rid of the limit on such and such. It's
Yeah.
like, we can't. So
But again, that's just a good talking point. It's a good way for us to sort of show how stuff gets done. So tune in next week if you want to see how we make community decisions for TerraTech. Cool. All right. Anything to add to that, Dave?
I don't think so.
It's got really hot in here again.
It
hasn't
did get really hot. This is a very small room, and it gets very, very warm.
There's no windows. So let's run out. Let's leave, and we'll tune in. We'll see you guys next week, next Wednesday at 4 p.m, where we'll go through some of our community ideas and tell you why they're good or not good, or they're not good, why we didn't do them,
But we simply can't do them.
or we can't do them. Tune in next week. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
Waving.
everyone. Keep waving.